Hi everyone, Tom Moffat here. Welcome to BUS 115 Personal Finance. During the next 16 weeks, we're going to be talking about some fundamental concepts and components of managing your personal finances. For example, we'll be talking about creating a personal balance sheet and a cash flow statement. We'll cover budgeting and taxes and credit. We'll talk some about insurance and investing and some areas of estate planning. You'll complete a personal financial plan, which will help you put these topics into practice. When you log in, the first thing you're going to see is the home page, which you see here. I encourage you to take some time to explore each of the menu items in the left navigation column over here, especially if this is your first online class. Pay special attention to announcements and modules and discussions. I make lots of announcements, so please check the announcements on a regular basis, at least 3 to 4 times each week. For example, there's a preview for each module that's posted in announcements, and it's usually posted on Friday of the week prior. So let's take a look at the modules page for just a minute. At the very top, you'll see the course calendar. You can open that up, you can print it if you'd like. But when you open the course calendar, you'll see the assignments for the course. They're separated by modules. Each module has a due date for each of the assignments here in the middle, and then the points that are associated with each of those assignments. For example, in Module 1, we begin with an introduction discussion. The initial post is due on August 27th, which is a Thursday, and then replies to classmates are due on August 30th, which is a Sunday. That's typical for each of the discussions. And at least 2 replies to classmates are required for each discussion. Next, you'll see here are Connect assignments that you'll complete. This course is part of the Auto Access program at Ozarks Tech, and you can access the digital content for the course through Canvas on the first day of class, and that's automatically. That's typically what the course calendar looks like, and you can see in Module 2 it's structured essentially the same way. Module 2 includes step 1 of your personal financial plan. There's 6 steps to the plan to complete throughout the semester, and there's a complete description of each step of the financial plan further down on the modules page. So let's go back to modules. And you'll see here a description of each of the steps. You'll see also here, go back, modules. Here's some information about proctoring. Ozark Tech requires at least one proctored event for each course, and our proctored event for the class will be the 6.5 Chapter 11 quiz. You'll have a week to complete the proctored quiz, and if you're not familiar with proctoring requirements, please open this link and review the proctoring requirements. If you look down at the modules, each of the modules assignments, you'll see they're structured pretty much the same way. There's the introduction discussion. It starts with an overview of the module, then followed by the introduction discussion, a description of the requirements. There's a reading assignment with chapters that you're going to read in the electronic textbook. There's a connect assignment. There's a chapter 1 quiz. And each module is set up pretty much the same way. When it gets to connect assignments and quizzes, you just click on the link. As this is your first time to use Connect, you might be prompted to set up an account. If so, please use your Ozark Tech email address to set up your account, and that way that will allow you to access Connect for any of the courses that you take that have Connect assignments. There's more information further up in this section about getting started with Connect. There's a video in there. And then if you have to contact Connect support, if you're having any kind of an issue with Connect, you can open this link and it will show you how to get in touch with Connect. You can use the website here, the support website, or you can use the 800 number. I personally prefer to make the phone call, but there's other ways to get in touch with Connect also. Back to modules. Each of the modules has additional materials in here. For example, Module 1 is a narrated PowerPoint. There's just a standard PowerPoint. And then there's some additional videos in here about different personal finance topics. I think you'll find the narrated PowerPoint will be especially helpful to you when you're completing each part of your financial plan. Here's also a grades button in the navigation menu. When you click on the grades navigation menu, it will show you each of the assignments. Here's the assignments, there's the due dates, and the points that are available for those assignments. Once your assignments are graded, you'll see points applied here, and you'll also be able to see any feedback that I've made about that assignment. And you'll get feedback on all the work that you submitted, except for the Connect assignments. You'll get feedback on all your discussions. You'll get feedback on each step of your personal financial plan. There's 2 exams for this semester. One is the midterm, and then at the end of the semester, we'll have a comprehensive final. Online office hours are also available using a teleconferencing tool called Teams. If you go back to the home page, you scroll all the way to the bottom. Here's the link for Teams to use online office hours. Of course, that allows us to talk with each other in real time. We can review any of your assignments, answer any questions about those assignments, or really anything else about the course. These online office hours are available by request. Just let me know when you'd like to meet, and we'll arrange a time when we can meet using Teams. It's a very useful tool. I encourage you to use it if you need it. Well, that's enough to get us started. Please use your Ozarks Tech email address for any messages that you might send to me. The filters are set up so that Ozarks Tech email is often the only message that gets through. So if you use some other email program like Gmail or Hotmail or some of the others, I might not see the message. Well, I look forward to meeting all of you, and I will see you online.